Well, we made it.
We're here.
Just hanging out. It's a beautiful day. Now we're experiencing some of the bad things of cruising. Captain just came on and said that because of the weather conditions, we won't be able to dock. It's just way too windy. Good morning from the Munich Airport Hotel here in Munich, Germany. So we're at the hotel today because we have an early flight. We're actually hopping over to London and then taking a trip down to Southampton to get on the Norwegian Prima. This cruise will take us to Amsterdam and then up to a few places in Norway and then over to Iceland. So we're covering a lot of ground and we're really looking forward to it, especially going on the Norwegian Prima, which is one of NCL's newest ships. So yeah, we're just here waiting to catch our flight. So let's get going. We made the short walk from our hotel over to the airport. Our excitement for this trip was palpable. She's so excited she just threw her Coke on the ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait days until I can open this.
We'll have to wait till we get to London.
Yeah.
It was a short walk to our gate, where our Lufthansa flight was already waiting for us. We decided to book our flights and transfers through the cruise line on this trip. This service offered us a choice of flights on the day our cruise departed and arrived, as well as transfers between the ports and airports. Most cruise lines do offer this service at an extra charge. We thought we would try it out on this trip. You can check out our separate video on what we thought of the cruise line transfers in the link down below. After about an hour and a half in the air, we were circling the beautiful city of London. We found our transfer in the airport and started the nearly 2-hour journey to the Southampton cruise terminal. From the outside, the building actually looked quite nice. Well, we made it. We're here. We haven't gone through security yet or checked in yet, but we're here. Yeah, we're just getting bag tags and then we can go. The check-in process was seamless. We made our way through, got our cruise cards, and headed up the ramp. This was when we first saw the beautiful Norwegian Prima. Launched just last year, the Prima is in a class of its own. Well, this is not really true since the Norwegian Viva, another Prima-class ship, was launched late this year. However, this ship is unlike anything that we've seen from NCL to date. It has a sleek and efficient new hull design, made strictly for cutting through the rough seas and saving on fuel. The ship itself is not the largest in the NCL fleet, but it looks like it was built for luxury, with some of the highest square footage per passenger of all the NCL ships. Everything inside is a beautiful new and modern design. We were more than excited to see what was in store for us on this cruise. When we got on the ship, our room wasn't quite ready. This is pretty normal, usually the rooms are ready by 1 or 2 p.m. So we found a nice little corner of the ship, near the Starbucks, to hang out for about an hour. One of probably many Starbucks trips.
Yes.
Here in this nice little cove we found.
We weren't sure if we were going to get seats here because we figured this would be a popular area right by the Starbucks, but here we are.
Yeah. Finally, our room was ready. The first thing we had to do was our muster drill. For this, we just had to watch a quick video on the television in our room, which talked about all the safety protocols on the ship, and then we had to make our way to our designated muster station, which for us was in the atrium. The station attendant just scanned our cruise card and we were on our way. It was as simple as that. Right on time, we pushed away from the dock and started following a few other ships out to sea. Hey guys, so we are all on board, ready to go. We're just sailing out of Southampton now, and we're thinking we're going to stop for a drink and then go get some dinner. For dinner tonight, nothing fancy. We're just going to go to one of the main dining rooms. We're going to go to Hudson's, which is all complimentary, but the main dining rooms on Norwegian ships tend to be pretty good. So yeah, let's go see how it is. The elevators are always hectic on the first day, so we are hoofing it down the stairs.
Yep.
We got to go down 8 floors, so it's a walk. It was still quite early, so we stopped off at one of the bars in the atrium for a quick drink before dinner. These elevators are kind of funky. It's nice though, right?
It is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, very fast. Now that all the people are getting dinner where we're going. So we lied. We're not going to the main dining room. We are in Indulge food hall, so we get to order all of our food right here and it just comes to us. And there's all different types of foods that we can get. So we got a bunch of stuff from the smokehouse, so we'll see. Got some spare ribs and brisket.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice because you just kind of walk in and sit yourself down and order stuff. And like these dates, they were bacon wrap dates, and they came in like less than a minute almost. It was pretty crazy. So we're just waiting on our meat. Our main dishes came in no time, and it was actually much more food than we thought we'd get, considering all of the plates we already ordered. So I have like a caramel apple tort.
Caramel almond.
Caramel almond tort. What do you have?
This is like a fantasy cake, I think was the name of it.
Fantasy cake. Ooh.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I see a little bit of chocolate, maybe some caramel, some nuts, chocolate, other stuff. I don't know.
2 times the chocolate, she says. How's your fantasy cake?
It's a reality.
Oh.
Better. Yeah.
Wow.
A little crumbly. Good.
No. After dinner, we decided to check out the Promenade. One thing that we love about ships like this is that you can walk around nearly the entire vessel outside on the lower decks. There's plenty of seating here, and even some pools. This would be great for hot and sunny days. On one side of the ship, there's even a sculpture park, which was a lot of fun to walk through. We found some seats on the aft of the ship and had a cocktail while taking in the beautiful sunset. It was a great first day on the Norwegian Prima, and we knew that there was so much more to come. Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of our cruise here on the Norwegian Prima. Embarkation day was great. We had a great time, had some great food, walked around the ship a little bit, but we still have so much to explore. Right now, we're heading to Amsterdam, hopefully. The captain did come on and say that because it's so windy, we might not be able to get into Amsterdam until tomorrow, even though we were scheduled to have an overnight stay there tonight. But you know, we want to be able to get through the canals and not have a Suez situation. But yeah, we're not scheduled to actually dock in Amsterdam until later today, so we'll explore the ship a little bit more. It was a beautiful and sunny day, but a bit too windy to head up to the pool deck. Instead, we made our way up to the observation lounge, located in the front of Deck 17. On the way, we passed an area that's fairly unique, the Galaxy Pavilion. This futuristic, space-themed arcade is filled with 4D, 3D, VR, and other types of attractions made for adults and children alike. It really is a one-of-a-kind space. We walked through this space-age area and into the observation lounge. This lounge, located in the front of Deck 17, wraps around the entire front of the ship, offering you 270 degrees of views. We loved coming up here and getting a cup of coffee, a light breakfast, or some snacks, or just some beautiful views throughout the day. It really is a nice area of the ship, and we were glad that we had it. It was about this time that the captain came over the loudspeakers with some disappointing news. Now we're experiencing some of the bad things of cruising. So the captain just came on and said that because of the weather conditions, we won't be able to dock at Amsterdam today. It's just way too windy. So, unfortunately, that means that today will be a day at sea. We might be able to get in like late tonight, like 8 or 9 p.m., in which case we could still go out for a couple hours if we're feeling up to it. But we should still have a day in Amsterdam tomorrow. But that means that now we had a canal tour booked and we had a Heineken tour booked, not through the cruise line, because they were just so much cheaper to not do them through the cruise line. But now we have to move them all so that hopefully we can either get our money back or just move it to tomorrow. So yeah, this happens. It would have been nice to have 2 days in Amsterdam. So we're going to have 4 days at sea on this cruise, which is a lot. We'll see if we go a little bit stir crazy. I don't know. There's a lot to do on this ship, but 4 days at sea on an 11-day cruise that was supposed to really be going somewhere every day, that's a lot. So we weren't planning on this, but we'll make the most of it. In case you were wondering, we were able to move both of our tours to the next day without an additional cost. So always make sure you're booking changeable or refundable excursions if you're booking with third parties. Obviously, any excursions booked with the cruise line would have been refunded or changed on this day. After our rescheduling party, if you can call it that, we made our way down into the atrium before lunch. The atrium on the Prima is absolutely spectacular. It is sleek, modern, and enormous compared to the atriums on the other NCL ships. This ship really is in a class of her own. From there, we went on to Hudson's, one of the main dining rooms on board, for lunch. Like the rest of the ship, this is another elegant space, and we were curious to see what was available for lunch. It's a very full menu.
Yeah.
For just lunch. We have a couple of appetizers here. Catherine got the spinach Caesar salad. And I went with the bay scallops. So we'll see how these are. Comes with some bread. Looks good. Smells delicious. How is it?
Really good.
Any different than a regular Caesar?
No, I kind of like it with the spinach leaves, actually.
Mine is really good too. Super buttery, super flavorful. I would definitely get this again. I think we probably will at some point. We got the Monte Cristo sandwich. We'll see how that tastes. Looks really good. And then the carbonara. Spaghetti carbonara.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty small portion.
I think that's good, though. It's a little bit heavier than I would like for lunch.
Yeah.
But I really like this type of dish, though.
Yeah. Well, we were just in Italy. How does it compare?
I mean, Italy's is better.
Yeah.
I will say. But it's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Nice. The Monte Cristo sandwich is very good. It's got this jelly with it, which I've never had it with jelly before, but it's actually really good. It balances out the flavors.
So we had to get dessert as well. They had the chocolate lava cake with stracciatelli ice cream. So
yeah.
We had that the last time we were on Norwegian, and it was really good. So.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. Ooh, looks good.
Very excited.
Yeah, took a little bit to get here, but we got it.
Yeah.
Is it everything you hoped and dreamed?
Yeah, it's everything I remember it being.
Yeah. Oozy. It is warm, and it's very good. From there, we headed back to our room. Hello.
Hi.
Just hanging out. It's a beautiful day.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, a little bit chilly, but it's to be expected out here, and it's quite windy, so. So we took it easy this afternoon, took a nap, of course, as you do. This is about relaxing as well. And tonight we're just going to explore the ship, listen to some music, get some food. We don't know where we're going to dinner yet, but of course with Norwegian's freestyle dining, you don't really have to know. You can just figure it out when you want to eat wherever you want to eat, whenever you want to eat. It's really nice, really convenient. So we'll find a place to eat. So yeah, let's take a look around and see what we can find to do. Pretty soon we were ready for dinner. We headed back to Hudson's to see what our first dinner in the dining room would look like. Once again, the menu was very extensive. One thing about Hudson's is you can definitely feel the roll of the ocean in here, can't you? Ooh. One thing we can say about Hudson's is that there's a lot of vibration here. Of course, the seas were rough the day we were here, but every single day of the cruise, the chandeliers would be shaking from the vibration of the engines. With how new the ship is, we were a little bit surprised to be feeling these vibrations. So for an appetizer, we both went with the corn, cheese, and chowder soup. Or, what is it?
Cheese, corn, and crab chowder.
Cheese, corn, and crab chowder soup. And then we also got some cheesy potato croquettes. We were missing Spain, so we had to get some croquettes. Yeah. What are your first impressions?
Really good. Definitely, yeah. You can taste the corn.
Yeah.
Not too strong with crab.
Right.
Which I probably would like a little bit more, but if you don't like crab as much, then that's perfect.
Yes, it's definitely a corn chowder with some crab. Very corn forward, as Catherine said. And then the croquettes look amazing.
Very good.
Always good.
Well.
So Catherine went with the strip steak. Looks really good. Then I went with the chicken cordon bleu, a staple. So how are the first few bites?
Really good.
Yeah. So you salted your fries there, not salty enough for you?
I feel like the fries aren't salty lately.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts?
It was good. I couldn't eat it all because I gotta save room for dessert.
Right.
Priorities.
What you got there?
So I got the
Chocolate
espresso
cake.
chocolate cake.
Yes, looks good. And then bread pudding, which I already know is delicious. That was another good meal. After dinner, we spent a few minutes getting ready and admiring the views from our balcony. Then we headed down to the Metropolitan Lounge. This modern space is not huge, but it's a comfortable little venue where we saw so many different musical acts. There's also a bar here which serves premium cocktails. There was a lot of seating here, but it was almost always full during shows and trivia. If we knew that there was going to be something going on in this space, we had to get there early. We spent some time here just drinking, having a good time, listening to music, and even playing some trivia later on in the cruise.
So we have 7 C's, right?
Not feeling so good about this. This is hard. We didn't do so well, Catherine. As night fell, the Prima made her way towards the locks that would lead into the port of Amsterdam. This was the first time we've ever been in locks on a cruise ship. Sailing around the Mediterranean mostly, there's not very many places where you can do this. It was very interesting and very impressive that they're able to get this massive ship through the locks. The whole process took about an hour. But then again, we only changed water level by about 2 feet, which was imperceptible on this ship. Eventually, the forward gate opened and we started our way down the canal towards Amsterdam. By then it was the wee hours of the morning, so we decided to get some shut-eye before our day in the capital of the Netherlands. Make sure you check out our coming videos, where we visit Amsterdam, sail up through the fjords of Norway, and eventually reach the surreal landscapes of Iceland. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one!